What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building the Jedi Temple. This week's episode might be slightly shorter. I've had a pretty busy week. However, I still get a load of progress done, so I hope you do go on to enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. But without further ado guys, enjoy this week's update.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
So on this week's to-do list for the Jedi Temple, the first things I want to work on is adding the lights into these. I'll probably be doing this on a live stream early this week, so hopefully I will have done that and hopefully it would have gone well. I want to get all these in as well as the lights behind the statues because then these rooms will be all finished and I can start to work on what's going to go above them. I want to also do some more work over here and work out whether I'm going to go for snot techniques or whether I will have enough plates and stuff or tiles to finish off that area there and start to work on the stairs. Just sort of have a think about what I'm going to do. Also, I need to build some more pillars. I'm going to show you in a second what I've done with the pillars so far. But yeah, I'm going to build a few more of them and also work on the top of that thing over there. Another thing I do want to do a bit of work on is doing some more of these towers. I might actually show this on a time lapse in a bit if I do work on that later on, or I'll probably work on that on a live stream depending on how long it takes to get all the lights installed. But yeah, so it should be a pretty eventful week this week, but let's jump right into some progress. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you slash talk about is these towers here, or these sort of pillars. You can see here, this is, or I'll show you the actual fully formed one first. So this is the full tower design that I'm going to go for. Basically it's got these sort of snot bricks inside, nice little base at the bottom and the top there. And then you can just sort of clip them together like so, and that's the sort of height I want to go for one sort of pillar. What I'm going to do is have them either side of the stairs, as you can see here. Then I've also got this sort of destroyed one. Let me know what you think of this. I sort of went for a kind of rugged look with loads of different angles and shards sort of flying off at different angles. I think it looks quite nice, and then I'd obviously have another half of it sort of on the floor. I think I will go for the damaged one over here, and have the fully finished one over this side and over the other side of that one as well. But I definitely want to add some more damaged elements into the mock because that's something you guys have requested or I've seen in the comments a few times. Then you can see here, these stairs are pretty much ready to go with regards to sort of being finished off. All I've got to do is add the lights. You can see I've got the little switchboard in there. Oh, I don't know how well you can actually see that, but I've got the switchboard in there ready to add all the lights. I've got 5 slots ready for the 5 lights that I'll be putting in. So 1 in that room, 1 in this room, 1 in this room, and then 2 behind the little statues, which I think will look pretty good. Hopefully that will turn out well in the end, and I will show you that when I have finished them. Okay guys, I have the wires and lights ready to put into the behind the statues there. These are the lights I'm going to be using here. These tiny little bit lights that should slot in behind the towers or the sort of the statues there. So I'm going to get that in and I'll show you what that looks like right now. Okay, so I've got the first 2 lights wired in. Let's have a look at them now. There we go, you can see that looks kind of cool. Obviously still the wires are a bit jumbled up, but I'm going to sort of tidy them up and see what I can do. Then on next up I'm going to add the other 3 lights in, or at least the wires for them, and get them in the right place, and then I'll start to plate it off, but I'm not sure whether I'll get that done in today's episode or maybe in the next one. We'll see what we can do. So next up I've got to work out the distance and the size of these sort of areas on top, so I can make them with plates and put the lights underneath them, so I can get all that sorted. I don't know whether I'm going to do sort of 3 separate sections or just one big long section. I'll probably go for one big long one, but I'll let you know, and I'll get some building done and see what I can do with the amount of plates I've got. So now I have sort of started to plate off all the way along here, so I can work out and start to sort of formulate this flat section here. You can see I'm using these big long grey pieces, and then I'll fill in the middle with the dark bluish grey and other sort of things. But I'm going to have an overhang on here. However, I probably won't be building that in yet because I've got to wait to get the arches that go underneath the overhang, which will be coming hopefully in the next week or so. But yeah, I'm going to be adding them in when I get them, and I'll probably just for now just do the first sort of half or maybe more. Leave a bit of space so I can work on the overhang and work out what I'm doing. For this one I don't need an overhang obviously because the stairs are on the other side, so I can do the full thing here. I've just got to be able to get enough plates going far enough back to have the light sitting around this sort of level in each room. So the lights I'll be using in a second are these ones, these little strip lights. They'll be going sort of like one in each of these 3 rooms. So I've got the plates ready, sort of in place for where I'm going to put this. It's going to go sort of around here. You can see this is sort of like a sticky side to the underside of this when I peel this off. So basically it's going to sit here, which is sort of right in the center of this. I'm going to have another plate going underneath here, or it possibly will sit underneath this one here. But yeah, it's going to sit there. All I've got to do now is use this connecting cable, connect it into that sort of power socket there, into that sort of adapter there, and then connect the other end to the light. So now we basically have a mess of wires back here, but it means that I have this light working now. You can kind of see it under there, all in place. That should be nice and lit up there. Obviously Jocasta is going to be standing up. I'm not sure if she's actually going to be in there, but that's basically the tapas bar / restaurant bar sort of thing, all lit up now. You can see I've now got a cable running off to this side. That means I'm going to attach the other light that's going to be in this training room onto that one there, once I have sort of finished plating it off and stuff. But I've also got the lights behind here done as well, so that's going to be pretty good. So I can pretty much tile off this now. Then all I need to do is add that other connecting cable through here, ready to go into this room, and then I can finish the staircase. So we've now got the light in the second room as well. You can see it's up there on the ceiling. All I've got to do now is work on concealing all of the wires, and then I'll probably finish off the stairs. So as you can see, I've now got it all sort of cleaned up now. Obviously I still got to add the tiles to these stairs, but all the wires are cleanly put away. Basically what I've done is just like overlap. There's 2 layers of plate here. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you this, but there's sort of like 2 layers of plate which I've still got to press together in some areas there, but yeah, holding it all together. And I basically just tried to ensure that the wires were only going between the studs, as you can see in some places. So it was a bit tricky. It's taken me a bit of time to do this, but it's great to have it almost finished. I want to get that last light in probably, and finish off these stairs, and then we will be done for today's episode. So we can now look across at both completed staircases. I think they look really good in the end. I'm really happy with the technique I used, and I'm happy I used those guardrails. Obviously I've still got to add this sort of overhang here onto the other side. Obviously I did say I'm waiting for those arches so I can add them in there. I think there's 2 on either side, so I'll get those added in probably next week when that bricklink order arrives. But yeah, I've got these stairs pretty much done now, so that looks pretty good. I think they came out quite nicely. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way I managed to conceal the lights. I was slightly worried I wasn't going to be able to fit the lights underneath the stairs, and sort of if it would be 1 brick too high or something like that, but it's worked out perfectly, and somehow it's managed to be good. But yeah, around here, just in front of these clone troopers, is actually where the switch is for the lights. I don't know how well you can see it a bit there, but yeah, really I managed to find add that in there. Obviously with these ones here, this side I've got it just inside the brick because I don't have a fully formed room in the middle. But with that side, I had to sort of I couldn't use that idea because I've got a room right under there, so I had to go for the switch down on the side. I'm not going to be able to show you from this angle, but it'll be nice and hidden as well, which is quite nice. I was thinking about doing it there, but obviously that side's going to be a lot more hidden. So yeah, obviously it still looks quite unfinished here, just purely because of that overhang. I've still got to add in that entire overhang, so I'm leaving this sort of side a bit more unfinished. I'm just going to patch up a couple more pieces here, finish off that side over there, or a bit of that side sort of in line with the dark bluish grey plate, so I can get the light in there, and then it'll be the end of this week's episode. And there we go, the lights are in the final one as well. Obviously this looks a bit more messy than it does down here, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to be all covered up by tiles in the future, or by something else. I think I might build the library here actually, so yeah, we're going to be covering this up nonetheless, so it doesn't matter if it looks a bit like sort of different colours here, but yeah, I forgot to put the 1x4 in the corner there. But yeah, finally got all 3 rooms lit up, which is really cool. Obviously still got a lot of stuff to do with minifigure placement and stuff in here. Nothing's final, but there are all 3 of those rooms completely done. I've actually got to add a bit of a support there as well. I forgot about that one, but yeah, looking pretty good if I don't say so myself. Really happy to have these done now. It's kind of something I've been putting off for a while because it is quite hard to do, because you've got to sort of work on all the wires and also work on getting the plates strong enough and stuff like that. And not sort of letting them sort of cave in on themselves, because obviously they are only pretty thin and pretty not very supportive unless you layer them up. So it was pretty tricky to do, but I'm glad I've got them all done now. So that's it for this week, guys. I hope you did enjoy this week of building the Jedi Temple. Obviously didn't get much done, I just got all those lights added into that side, but I hope you did find it entertaining nonetheless, and I hope you're enjoying the progress of the mock. I just want to say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on today's video. I've also got a big announcement that I made in a video a couple days ago, but if you haven't already seen that, make sure to go check out that video for more details. But I now have a membership option on the channel, so if you want to support the channel a little bit more than you already are by just watching the videos, then it'll be muchly appreciated. But you get a ton of awesome benefits for that on the channel. You get early access to videos, shout outs in all my videos, as well as much more, so make sure you go check out that video for more information on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. As always, if you have any comments or feedback about the mock so far, leave them in the comment section down below. I hope you are enjoying this series, because I'm loving building it, so I hope you are enjoying watching it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in next week's update. Goodbye.